Welcome everyone to Amsoil Speedway on a toasty Friday night for dirt track racing. Chad Lyons along with Tom Hansen. 89 degrees, Chad, at race time.
It's hot August nights. It's going to be a fun night. Track's going to be fast. We're going to have some entertaining racing tonight.
Well, last week, it's quite a contradiction because last week fog eliminated the feature race for Super Stocks. So that's where we're going to start tonight on a week-delayed feature from a week ago. So this first race that we have actually was supposed to be held last Friday. So we're going to turn back the clock a little bit. So here we go. It's a special night of racing. We'll talk more about it. We'll have another week of racing here on the My9 Sports Network and iFan coming up in a couple of weeks. But right now, here is your feature from Super Stocks. Delayed by fog, and we're underway. Looks like everybody got, well, for the most part, a couple of them go high into the wall there, Chad, to get things started.
A little loose right off the get-go through turns 1 and 2, but no collision, no foul, no caution.
And here we go through turn number 4. In the 91 car is Andy Davey. He's had a very tough week. We'll talk more about that later.
Shane Kissling and Keith Kern right now battling it out for the lead. Shane in the 6 car, Keith in the 8.
Right now, the 6 car. Kissling on a Sorona. He's got himself quite a lead.
Yeah, he just found a lot of speed on that lap and really jumped out in front of everybody. A lot of laps left, though, with 17 to go.
And we got one car that's headed towards the pits. And speaking of Andy Davey, he has pulled into the pits, the 91 car, and he is at least done for this feature, at least for the moment. He may return, we'll find out. But 16 laps to go here, and of course, Kevin and Kathy, Davey perished a week ago in an unfortunate accident, and the fact that Andy's even here is amazing. Heart goes out to the Davey family. We'll talk more about that. Look at this lead, Chad, by Shane.
Shane Kissling with an impressive lead. Meanwhile, the only battle at the moment is for the 2nd spot between the 29F for the flying Dave Flynn and the 8 car of Keith Kern.
Wow, what a lead.
Good clean racing.
Shane.
He's just dialed in. Shane Kissling just dialed in. Flying Dave Flynn in 2nd place now, able to overtake Keith.
He's got nearly a half lap lead, Chad. Quarter lap for sure.
He's just in the groove, and the way the rest of the field is racing right now, it doesn't look, unless somebody spins out or mechanical breakdown, doesn't look like there's going to be any cautions. Shane Kissling almost ready to put people a lap down. They do have another feature of Super Stocks here tonight, so maybe some of the guys are holding back just a little bit.
That's maybe what I'm thinking Andy's doing too. He's looking at the left tire. He's out of his car. He's okay, but he's certainly looking at the left side of his car. 10 laps to go. I think you're exactly right. There's going to be a lot of racing here tonight. So far, it's been clean. Haven't seen anybody up high into the walls or any collisions as of yet. And again, this is a feature, Super Stock feature from a week ago. There is absolutely no fog here tonight.
It's kind of a double-edged sword for these guys, too, because having this feature now, they got to kind of hold back and save their cars, or try and save their cars and compete. But they also get to learn the track and how it's set up for tonight.
Good point. Good point. On a hot day like this, Chad, does it make a difference track-wise?
Certainly does, especially all the humidity and moisture in the air.
Debris on the racetrack, and so we have a little bit of a delay, so we're running yellow right now. The yellow flag comes out, and one of the tires flipped over, so you don't want one of the guardrail tires to.
It's definitely not what Shane Kissling wanted to see.
They flip that back in position. I think we'll be okay.
If he's as hot as he was on the start, he's going to give Dave Flynn a run for his money here.
And getting a push to the pit area right now is Andy Davies, so maybe we'll see him later on. And while there's a break, let's take a break as well. We'll be back right after this. There are 9 laps to go. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this. You're watching Dirt Track Racing from Amsoil Speedway on the My9 Sports Network. Racing again with 9 laps to go, Chad, and again, doesn't matter. Shane jumps out to another big lead.
Yeah, he's got a very strong car right now. Kind of the class of the field, it looks like. Dave Flynn not giving up yet.
8 laps to go. And we had 1 yellow caution due to debris on the track. Looks like the 8 cars that Keith Kern out of Superior is running 3rd right now. Or no, that's the 3 cars. Or is it the 8? Keith Kern out of Superior. Six laps to go, and Chad, Shane just continues to hold on to that lead.
Yeah, the field's really spread out. It looks like all the guys are kind of dialed in, and it doesn't seem like they're running. Well, it doesn't seem like anybody has their fangs out at this point.
5 laps to go.
I'm not going to say they're sandbagging, but they've got a long way to go still this evening.
That's a good point. So again, this is a makeup feature in Super Stocks from last week. Last week's winner in Pure Stocks was Dustin Follett. And also last week was the National Sprint Car win with Dave Darlin getting the win last week. Exciting sprint car racing here last week.
USACs are always fun to watch.
Catching Kissling out of Serona.
Yeah, it looks like Shane and Dave pretty much have their positions locked up. Keith Kern in that 3rd spot looking strong, but he's got that 18 car trying to make a move.
He's getting pushed a little bit.
Might be our only battle on the track.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's going to be going right down to the wire.
I believe that's Willie Johnson trying to put a move on Keith Kern as they hit turn number 3.
And the white flag is out. Kissling with a quarter track lead.
The 18 and the 8 battling it out side by side as they run around the track. See if the 18 is going to put a move on in this last corner. He drives in hard, trying to get under Keith, but Keith holds that position, shuts the door, and Keith Kern will take 3rd spot in our Super Stock makeup feature on a hot August night.
89 degrees when they started this one. So it's Kissling from Flynn and Kern, and Freddie Pearson will have the interview downstairs. So as soon as he has that interview, we'll take a break. But in the meantime, we'll keep it here. And this was a makeup feature here at Amsoil Speedway. Again, we will not be with you on air next Friday. We will, though, in 2 weeks, fair racing. And fair racing has a special week, Chad. They go Tuesday and Friday of fair week. So they go late models, mods, and pure stocks, and super stocks, Midwest mods, and pure stocks again fair week on the Friday game, on the Friday night matchup.
And we will be back
in 2 weeks from tonight. Yep,
on the Friday evening.
On the Friday one, yep. So race fans can get a double dose of racing during fair week. And here comes your winner Shane Kissling out of Sorona, Wisconsin. Freddie Pearson's downstairs. And in a moment, we'll hear from Fred. And boy, Chad, there was no doubt he was in control from the start when the green flag went.
Once he overtook Keith Curran for that first spot, he never looked back. And even after a caution flag and a restart, he just kept it in the groove and kept hitting his marks. And there was really no contest. But then again, like I said, it didn't seem like everybody was racing with their fangs out. So
that's a good way to put it.
A win is a win, but we'll see what happens in the feature later this evening, hopefully.
We have 49 drivers of the Midwest Modifieds, and it's a special night, Amsoil Midwest Modified Summer Nationals. We'll talk more about that as the night progresses, but in the meantime, let's get on to Freddie Pearson with our winner. Freddie?
Well, Shane, I'll tell you what, you've been with us all year long. First time in victory lane here at Amsoil, but you know you're not that far off the lead in points.
No, we're kind of trying to make a race out of it. Scott had a pretty good year so far. He's not going to go away, that's for sure. So just all we can do is keep doing what, control what we can control, and that's you got to win races. So.
You got a good jump on the start, and tell you what, actually the track is probably a little bit better than it would have been for you last week anyway.
Yeah, last week it's, the tales of two evils. It's sticky and rough, super fast. Do you race on that, trying in the fog, or do you take your chances the next week? I'm colorblind, so I was all for not having to race in the fog so I could actually see where I was going. So.
Good idea. Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to have a little chance to freshen up your cars because we got 47 mid-mods here, so it's going to take a while for them to run. So you'll be back out later for your heat race and such. Sponsors, real quick.
I got to thank Moberg Electric, Kissling's Auto Body, Milwaukee Tools, CPH Enterprises, Shocks by Hammer, Crosshair Stables, Fastlane Motorsports, Lawrence and Bevprock Grain Farms, Lake Heating and Cooling, A&J Landscape, Hooch's Hardwoods and Masonry, Coochco Farms, Gordy's Custom Golf Clubs, Ross's Plumbing, Great Northern Rods and Bait and Rods. I know I screwed that one up, and he's here tonight. So, but no, adjustable race cars. We build these things ourselves. So, it's Old Dog Racing, The Godfather. I mean, there's a list of them. So
glad to have you here with us racing this season, and of course, a couple more races left. You might have a shot for the title. Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Freddie. Scott Lawrence leads in points in Super Stocks coming into the weekend. And as you mentioned, Sean McFadden is second overall in points coming into this weekend. We'll take a break. The Super Stock makeup is now in the books from last week. You're watching Dirt Track Racing live on the My9 Sports Network.